Hey, Composing Gloves here, and today we're going to be doing sound design with Sytrus. We're going to be making detuned chords. I have no example because they're pretty simple to make. So first, go to default. Then, go to a saw wave. Then, simply turn on unison and turn the pitch variation up. You have a detuned chord lead. That's pretty much it. That's all there really is to it. We're gonna make a more dynamic patch now. And there's aliasing, my enemy, the alias. So, get rid of this, do something like that. And I'll do the whole triple movement. We could even take these bottom notes, bring them down here to a G. Goodbye. I'm playing Okay, cool. So let's add some reverb. Typical detune lead thing. Whoops, that's delay. Oh, you know what? Delay is fine too. And we'll leave the chorus on too. Feedback, turn it down. Turn on the reverb. Turn the low cut up. It's a little low. Send out another one. So it'll be a triangle wave. We'll detune it. Sounds sort of phasery. Okay, turn the phase randomness on. Seems like a good thing to do. And we're doing this just to create variation. If you have no clue what this does, which some of you guys who triple upon this video series probably will, I have several series of videos that talk about these basic concepts like phase and what it is and what it does, and that kind of a thing. So there you go. That's pretty big lead sound. Now, instead of doing it out here, we could send it to filter 1 and 2 and send it out, and we could then control them with a filter. I would choose a filter times 2. We're going to do a high pass filter. I'm going to link the cutoff to mod X. So that's pretty cool. And you know what? I'm going to choose a less steep filter. Try the one band. Yeah, I like that. So, okay, now let's do some FM and some RM. Yeah, so let's FM 2 by 3. My CPU can't handle that much FM. And let's make 3 a very slow thing. It'll just create some variation for us as we do our thing. Let's take 3 and RM it by 4. And that's my CPU freaking out. Let's make this RM small, lower ratio 1. Let's turn the oversampling off. And let's turn the effects to be less severe. So that's kind of a cool sound. Pretty simple RM though. I mean, we could get crazier and try doing small variations of a lot of serial low relationships, like we do 3 and 2, And we could do 3 and we could do 1. We could take 1 and modulate 2 by 1. And then have 2. So 2 is being modulated by 3, which is being modulated by 4, and we modulate by 5. Bringing it up will give us that noise at the upper end of these things. And we could take 5 and filter it if we so desire. So let's take 5. We're going to filter it out using a, which is not severe enough. Let's do a low pass. What would be interesting is if we phased it. Phased 5. 5's being phased. And let's take 5. Oh my gosh, I've been touching 4. I want to touch 5. Modulating 4 by 5. And let's take 4 and send it to filter 2, phase that. So I just made a mistake. So I was a little confused on my routing, but I got to figure it out now. So we're going to modulate 4 by 5 and also phase it just to see what that happens. Sometimes that happens during patch creation. It just happens. And so you just kind of roll with whatever you did, as long as you figured out what you did wrong. I just mistook 4 for 5. Be interesting to make these triangles. So now I want to create a bottleneck for all this noise that I've created. And so for 3, I'm going to turn, this is all modulating 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2. I'm going to create a mod X for 2. So we go sort of from this really sort of sound to, and this is one that I'd add layers. I would add a bass layer probably and another mid layer to supplement it. And this would be really useful at the intro when I want things to sort of cut. It'd be interesting to write out this chord progression and to do some simple volume automation on it with the filter movement going. It would sound kind of cool. So if we were to do this, let's say 4 times, and on the or across that 4 times, we turn our filter envelope off, but we're just gonna do 3. It'll be kind of weird, but we'll do a volume envelope like that. And since we're doing stabs, it sounds like kind of cool. This is how some of that future bass stuff is done. Future bass, the bass of the future. Oh, I have this wrong direction. So now we'll have this. I really like doing stuff like this too. So let's go to a new pattern. Create a chord, just a big chord. A bunch of octaves. We'll add a 5th in here. And then we'll do something like that. And what we'll do is, this is another big move that people do. So this is going to turn on. We'll arrive right there. And what's cool is you can take something. This is one of the powerful things about this, is you can simply, now I'm going to show you something that is a little cool. This slice tool. If you're wondering how I did that, because it was news to me, you can come in here, just hit F10, and go to, where is it? File, General. Click and hold special gestures and functions, and when you right click and hold, you get the cut tool. Amazing. So cool. You can also click your middle mouse button and click, and you get this menu, which is also super nifty. Anyways, future bass. So this is something that future bass people do. So we'll do that. And then we'll just copy and paste it a bunch of times. And of course you'd vary it and stuff, but and they'll do like wah 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 wah, and they'll change chords and they'll have rhythms. But this is like, that's the sound. Generally. They'll probably have maybe a layer or two in there, but the noisy sort of texture is a good thing for FM, a little bit of RM, and yeah. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. Versatile than just noise, but hey, you know, this is what I got. So that's the impact. Here's the riser. So we got sort of a metal sound in our